Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be taking you along with me to Paris for a weekend trip that I did in December for my 30th birthday. Let's start with my first full day in Paris, which was my birthday. I wore happy cakes for the birthday theme. I wanted to do something a little bit different with this vlog. There's no background music. I want you to hear everything just like I did so you feel like you're in Paris with me. For breakfast, I'm going to the VG Patisserie, which is a all-vegan patisserie and bakery. Look how good everything looks. I actually can't believe that the weather was good enough for us to sit outside and have breakfast. After breakfast, we chose to do some of the more touristy things in the centre of Paris. I've been to Paris many times before, but it was my boyfriend's first time, so we wanted to do some of the main highlights like the Notre Dame. I love the vibe of Paris. One thing I notice is that, there's no like massive skyscrapers or anything in the middle of the city like there is in other European cities. It feels all still like very historical. Nina's tea room had been on my list for a while since I've been seeing it on Instagram. I think it's quite popular with the Paris Lolitas, and I've also seen that Misako's been there. She's also done a few collaborations with them. The tea room was so pretty, it definitely lived up to my expectations. The shop girl was super sweet as well, and she gave me a few freebies when I bought some tea from the shop. So this is the Marie Antoinette tea, which is apple and rose. And then we got these complimentary sweet treats. And then this one is Nina's blend, which is lots of different fruits. Let's go to AP. Oh no! Oh, back in 5 minutes. Just went to AP, but it was closed. It said they were going to be back in 5 minutes. So I'm just at the park near where AP is, and it's a little bit windy, and it's about 6 o'clock now, but it's not super cold. I feel like I got really lucky with the weather today. Like, it's the 18th of December and it's only about like 10 degrees, 11 degrees. In the distance, that is actually the Eiffel Tower that you can see from here. And then there's a Christmas market over there and a big wheel. I'm too scared to go on that though. And then over here, down there is the Louvre. So when I finally made it to AP, it was lovely to be in the shop. It's super pretty. It was decorated really nicely for the Christmas season as well. But I feel like it's the first time in a long time I've been inside a Lolita shop and I just didn't see anything that I wanted to buy. It's a sign that I'm being more intentional with my purchases, but also the stuff that AP's been releasing lately has just not been that interesting to me. I own a lot of AP, don't get me wrong. A lot of it is a little bit older though. I feel like I'm just happy to have that without feeling the need to buy loads more new stuff. It was just such a nice vibe walking around. There were Christmas lights literally everywhere. For my birthday dinner, I went to this vegan sushi restaurant called Breathe.
That's really nice.
So I had a lovely birthday dinner of vegan sushi and Japanese food. And I didn't film it, but the waiter actually gave us free shots at the end because it was my birthday with a candle on, so that was really cute. But I'm very tired now after a long day of walking. I think I've done like 15k steps. I just got back to my hotel room, and to end my very lovely 30th birthday celebrations, I am gonna have this cake. I bought this cake earlier from another 100% vegan patisserie in Paris, so I'm going to enjoy this and then I'm gonna go to bed. Tomorrow I am up super early to go on a day trip to Versailles, so see you then. Good night. Good morning from Versailles. It was supposed to be raining all of today, but so far it's okay. It's just a little bit grey. I'm probably planning on spending the majority of my day at Versailles. I'm going to go around the main palace first, and then I'm really excited because you can go through the gardens to Marie Antoinette's own like mini estate that she had, including the little peasants village, which I'm very excited to see. I actually visited Versailles when I was about 16. That's almost 15 years ago. I was super excited to come back as an adult so I could take it all in again and hopefully have memories that are going to last me a lifetime. These are some of the rooms in the main palace that were just incredible, and I kept filming the ceilings because they are just amazing. Here I'm walking into the Hall of Mirrors, which is probably one of the most famous parts of Versailles, and you can see why. It's this impressive, super long room with mirrors all on one side and windows on the other. The ceiling here is also just incredible with all the paintings. Now this next area is Marie Antoinette's Hamlet. So this area is an area behind some gardens which are attached to the Petit Trianon, which was like Marie Antoinette's mini little palace that she used to hang out in, and this is a whole kind of replica of a countryside village where she used to, I don't know, play around in, and she'd invite some of her friends into some of these houses, and although they look like normal countryside houses on the outside, I think they were actually quite fancy on the inside. The buildings here were really like something out of a fairy tale, and there was hardly any people around. I felt really lucky to be able to experience all of this. Of course, it probably looks a lot more alive in the spring and summertime when there's actually leaves on the trees and flowers, but I thought it was still beautiful. There's fish in the river. Massive. Whoa. There's also a farm area, and I believe part of it is still a working farm like it was back in Marie Antoinette's time. I am on the bumpiest little, it's called a train, but it's not really a train, but it takes you around the whole Versailles estate. actually so huge, like I can't get it all on film because it's just that big. I have walked so much today, to walk around the house and then walk around a lot of the gardens. It's really impressive. It's amazing. I feel like this is a kind of must-do Lolita activity. The garden just goes on and on forever. After a very long day of walking around, I definitely needed a bit of a sweet treat. Unfortunately, it's a little bit rainy today and a little bit colder than the last few days, but I wanted to go and take a little look at the Eiffel Tower anyway. It's a little bit misty today, so you can't quite see the top. On day 3, I only had a half day in Paris because I had to travel home that day as well, so I didn't really film much, but I did get to explore a little bit of one of my favourite neighbourhoods in Paris and visit Sacre, which is probably one of my favourite churches. It's really, really beautiful inside and out. The view across the city was lovely. It was kind of misty that day. I was hoping to be able to see the sunset, but oh well, the view was still pretty. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It wasn't Lolita specific, but I hope it was still interesting. If you've been to Paris or maybe you live in Paris, I'd love to hear some recommendations for things to do. It's really not that far to get to Paris from the UK, which is super lucky for me, so I'm hoping I'll be making some more trips back in the future. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye bye!